Hello everyone, it's Jessie34 here, and as you can see, I finally got my Super Sonico figure, and just look at the size of this box. Oh my god, but it looks so pretty. I've been waiting months for this. Oh my god. Just look at the box art, this just looks so adorable, it's just so pretty. Oh my god. Yeah, I probably should have gotten it from me, but you know, it was definitely worth the wait getting it from Tokyo Otaku Mode. See here, these are the directions that I moved ahead and just kind of move some of the stuff and put it together there. See if I can get this together without messing anything up. We're going to show you the inside of the box. It's a really lovely design there. Little church windows there. That looks so cute. And it's got her symbol right there. As you can see, this is how the figure looks like. I just really love this design. Everything, just the whole color scheme with the top veil to the bottom of the dress and just the heels. Overall, it just looks so pretty. Also, materials like really strong too. It's like not like flimsy plastic. Although like this part right here is kind of feels a little flimsy, but it's still kind of strong. So it's not like I'm afraid to break it. So, and just the overall design of it, it's just so pretty. It's just so appropriate for this anniversary dress. It's just like something you could definitely imagine Sonico wearing. About the sexy outfits there. I just really like the smile on her face, and that's like, well, I really want Sonico figures to have really nice looking faces too, so this really came out really great. And of course, each part of her is like detachable, like move the crown off the top of her. There we go, so that can come off, which also would give the chance to remove her face, so you can give her like her face with its eyes closed. And also you can move like the torso part, so you can, that's what I had to do to kind of get the plastic off, so I had to take that off, and also to get the bottom of the dress off too. As you can see, you just take that off in order to take this part off the dress. Easy take off there. Yeah, and you just see like the pearl, kind of like pearl shading there. That just looks so pretty. Almost kind of looks like mermaid-esque there. There looks like a seashell there from that angle. So that's just the bottom there. Also the back. Of course, you can just pose her like this. You can pose it without the dress part. Now, of course, before I forget, this is how her little bouquet looks like. It matches the veil at the top. That looks so cute. And also, I'm glad they went all out on the base for this one. This looks really cute. But then again, this figure only deserves that type of base. It can't just be like a simple base though. So this looks really nice. And also, this is like little felt fabric on top of it, so that looks really nice. These are the rest of the pieces there, the nice little crescent background there. It's really extravagant, and that's the extra face piece for her eyes closed, and the little extra piece there. I'm just going to put it all together now. Yeah, as you can see, this is her all together in her stand there. That just looks so pretty. They just really pulled all the stops for this figure, and it just came out really beautifully. Now, I did have some problems with this figure. It was just mainly the base here, because I was kind of concerned, because it is supposed to be standing upright though, but the way I had it was I wanted it to kind of sink into the base so it won't tilt over, but then she kind of bent over there, so it wasn't supposed to be like that. She was supposed to be upright, so I was like, that was kind of weird how that base is supposed to it's supposed to look like for her to be in that position. So I keep thinking it might tilt over, and I did have an accident. It did tilt over a bit. So luckily it is standing still now. But that was kind of an issue to me, that the base was kind of a little, you know, a little unsecure there. It just was like it's just not gonna hold the figure there. And now that I think about it, the kind of figures that have this function where it's just the one leg trying to hold everything up, that is kind of concerning to me, because I'm like, that's going to tilt over at some point. So I'm like, and I did have that issue with one of my Miku figures, that one of the legs, like the bottom, like the foot kind of, it broke off, so I had to glue it back together. So I'm concerned that this might happen to this figure too. So I might, when I put her up on the shelf, I gotta put it on the edge. So it just kind of, that's one little issue I have with this figure, though. Another little issue I was having with her was putting her bouquet in her hand, like trying to get all this part in. I mean, it was easy, like just taking the part and putting it in the hand, but it was kind of hard getting the big bouquet part around her hair without having to break off anything. And that's another little issue I have with this figure. It's just kind of, I don't know, I'm thinking like maybe they should kind of stretch the hands a little bit more, like kind of stretch the hands a little bit out so they can, you know, have an easier way to put it in there. So I didn't want to break anything. That's why I was really being careful with it. And of course, this is a very expensive figure, so I don't want to break anything. Especially not after that fall I made. Luckily I did not catch that. I deleted that. I did not put, I'm not going to show you how that went, but luckily nothing broke when it fell. So yeah, I got carpeted floors here, so that's good. And so overall, this design is just really pretty and very appropriate for Sonico, especially for a 10th anniversary figure. And also this base too, and just all the colors and stuff like that. Like they definitely, this came out just better as I thought it would. And just all the shading, the coloring, all the patterns on the dress, and just creates this nice little flowy pattern there. You can definitely see Sonico wearing this to her wedding. It's definitely all about the pastel as well, so yeah, that. And also, if I remember correctly, one of her other figures has the blue and yellow coloring to it. And also the I believe it's the Macaroon Tower figure also has like a blue and yellow accessory color scheme to it too. So that looks really nice. So it's kind of like a little callback to that. One thing, that's probably just her trademark colors as well as her pink colors too. That's also like part of her color scheme. And as you can see right here, I was able to fit her. Of course, I had to kind of rearrange the shelf and I had to kind of lift this part a bit so it can fit everything, including the little crescent moon stand there in the back there. So, and of course, I had to rearrange all my figures just to get it all to fit. But because I wanted to have certain figures where I wanted to keep the figures that I had on the shelf the way they were, but yeah, I kind of had to switch everything around. So yeah, as long as I was able to fit them all, that was fine by me. So this turned out really great, and I still really like this figure. And as you can see, I kept her faceplate with her eyes closed. So that's, in fact, I just like that face on her a little bit more. It just looks so angelic. And as you can see, this looks really nice. So my shelf is a bit full, so I'm not going to be able to get any more figures until a bit later. So until I get myself another shelf, this will have to do. And I hope you enjoyed this figure review, and everyone have a nice day.